WinRM pen testing. So let's jump right into it. First, we'll set up the lab, then do the connection testing, and let's go on based on this table content. Already done. Nice wallpaper, man. Amazing. Anyway, so let's open up PowerShell here. Run as admin. Usually I run it as admin, and most of the time I open up ISE idle. So this helps me store the commands, and I don't have to refer to it back to back. So I can pick it up from here. Let's close all these dormant tabs, a ghost tab. Okay, now this got locked out for some reason. It's not letting me, so we have to do all these on this Windows 10. So I'm gonna copy it in here. Water. Okay, and I don't need desktop sound as such. Maybe I can just stop it to default. Properties, default speaker. Yeah, I don't need a desktop sound. Maybe that will just increase the size of my file. Anyway, so now what we're gonna do here is paste those things here. What was that command? Okay, for disabling the that security guy in Windows Defender. Enable PowerShell bypass the new cross-platform aka.ms PS Core 6. Probably I need to upgrade my PowerShell to 7. I don't know, maybe it's already updated. Yeah, I always face this issue with this command when I do this bypass command. It just simply runs and stays there for long. So maybe it might give us an error, as it is mentioned here. WinRM is already set up to receive. Yeah, this takes time. Cancel this. Okay, now let's do enable PS remoting first. Maybe already enabled because I've already done a lot of tasks in here. Has been updated remote management, right? So you can see like this, get executable policy, and it should say restricted, right? So I can set it to remote signed so that I should be able to execute some commands remotely. Set execution policy to remote signed and click yes to L. Now if I see, it should show like this, and if I do all, or what are the filters here? Is there any filter list? Yeah, and then you can see we have done it for local machine as remote signed. Current user also you can do, and then machine policies also you can do. Currently it's not defined, so this should be more than enough. Anyway, so next what we're gonna do is the WinRM quick config thing, or no, we have to enable PS remoting. Okay, that is done. WinRM quick, hopefully this will not give me certificate error. Yeah, there you go. This was the certificate error. I wanted to make a note of it earlier, but I couldn't. But now I will be able to. I'll grab a screenshot of it and put it into my OneNote exercise where I'm doing the WinRM thing, right? And the page for WinRM. Yeah, I'm running pretty late actually. Behind, I must say. Shell, no, not all commands, WinRM, and I'm gonna just paste it in here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow the steps which I followed earlier to enable that. using a manual method. So let's create a new file here from our server 2019. We can copy this script here and then go to 11. Why this happens, I don't know. It takes a while to restore the display. I tried to troubleshoot that for many hours and I still couldn't figure out why this is happening. Probably it's specific to my machine. It happens. I try to reinstall and still happens. Anyway, so this is now gonna be the DNS name will be this Windows machines CLS clear screen. Host name is client1. Where am I supposed to? Yeah, there it is, client1. This is to escape to the new line. Okay, friendly name WinRM HTTP cert, key usage, this is thumbprint WinRM transport DC1 के बदले अपने को डालना है इधर client1 certificate, and that's it. So if you do this, you will see that it's gonna capture the thumbprint of your certificate. It's not yet done, but maybe this will do it. Yeah, let's run the entire script. WinRM config listener, Windows Service Management couldn't find the certificate. Yeah, the same error I was getting. But how did I capture the certificate, the thumbprint certificate? Let's figure that out. So if I run this command, definitely, yeah, this is the one which is calling the certificate store and storing the details in it. So new self-signed certificate, and then the certificate store, right? And the certificate, if I don't do this, it might show nothing is coming up, missing an argument parameter, cert local machine. If I do this, still no. Oh, okay. New local machine, so there is nothing in the local machine, so I might have to do current user, right? Oh, even current user, nothing is there. What is there in it then? My, nothing in my, okay, local machine, my, okay, let's do cert mgr.msc, certificate manager.msc, and I'm guessing it should be picking it up from here somewhere, right? Trusted root certificates. I don't know where it is picking it up. Certificate store location, cert local machine. So why? Let me do this on Windows Server. Let's see here. I might have run the command already. This one. Nothing is there in it. So what if I run this one? Nothing is missing subject information, the clone third part DNS parameter. Okay, so okay, let's do it till here. There you go. So I have to give a name here, and this will run the entire command till here. So now it will capture it in the variable, and then I can type it in cert, and then it should give me that value here, the thumbprint value. So let's do the same thing on Windows 10 and find out. Yeah, this is a good thing in shell scripts and PowerShell, and the Python, you can run pieces of your code to debug and find out. Yeah, so now let's see. So there you go. So it has captured that, but then where was the error? Okay, so what if I do this till here? Okay, and then this, and then thumb. What do you get in thumb? Okay, we got that stored into thumb, but you notice that this is a different value here, and this is a different value here. I don't know. and then I ran this thing, and this will call the value. This value I actually kept it here manually, so certificate thumbprint. So I'm not sure which one am I supposed to do it. Let me do cert. Okay, so this is the matching. Okay, so we're gonna copy this, put it in here, and then execute that command manually, right? This one. Now what is the error? The certificate CN, the host name that we provided do not match. Okay, so why? Which host name it is? Where is the host name? Yeah, so this certificate is called here and stored into thumb. Correct. I didn't notice that. Anyway, so why the host name is not matching? It says client 1. Oh, there it is. So that was incorrect. So now we need to redo that. It may generate another series. Let's do this and do thumb. Yeah, so it has changed. Now we'll copy this and put it in here, and then go home and then run this, and then there you go. So the HTTP listener is now enabled, right? So we can see it is now enabled. Okay, so I need to copy this output. Maybe I just reduce the size of it and then copy the entire string. Pretty long. This one till here, and then paste it in here in my screenshot. I'm gonna copy paste the script as well. This one, copy and paste, and then I'm gonna, at the end of the series, I'm gonna put this in the comment section of the WinRM article. And if anyone is facing this issue, they can follow this to resolve it. As per their document, they have given the command as WinRM quick config and stuff like that, right? With this one. So if you fail with this command, then you should run with that command. So what will happen if I run this command again? Will it throw any errors? Yeah. But yeah, the output which is shown here, is it matching with my output? Open, let's see, let's figure this out. So it says WinRM service is already running on this machine, and then it says message provided fault winners win WSN message cannot create WinRM listener on HTTP because this machine error this is cannot create because this machine does not have appropriate permissions or something like that. So what is the error on my screen? Address this and selector address transport HTTPS. I don't know what happened, but it says that the listener WSMan 1 config listeners select start and address all transport HTTPS, but it says let's ask GPT what happened here. Let's find out. GPT, tell us what happened exactly over here with this command. Where is the address bar? New chat. WinRM HTTP certificate. So here I was getting that error. Okay, so I was trying this earlier as well. See the same error I got, and then it gave me that command and all that, and I did. So let's ask what exactly happened here in this output. Great question. You are seeing the successful creation of WinRM HTTP listener. Let's break that down to topic. Host name client 1 certificate thumbprint this. Resource created at this address. Anonymous. What output means? Resource schema And what will happen if I run this? What, it's gonna run something like a web server or something like that. Let's see. Wow, anonymous role. Oh, that's on the web actually, nothing to do with us. The URL doesn't know URF or endpoint that cannot be stabbed. Resolve URL Cs. Okay, and then resource created and so another successful listener address swap standard addressing resource URI this and resource specified resource type listener select. But why that URL? What does it do? Enumerating WinRM config listener. Let's do this. Okay, so here is our listening. It's listening on local port and this port and all that. And what if I do this? If I do this 127.0.0.1 with port number 5985. Okay, 5985 or 5986. Yeah, the listener is running though. So let's add this command to check if the listener is created or not after this command, right? This is to check if the list is running or not. And then let me put this output here in the screenshot to be attached later with this command. This one. Okay, after this, what it says, netsh AD firewall rule test computer name. Fine, I have wsman. Let's do this. It's gonna test the SSL protocol. Okay. The server certificate on the destination computer client has the following errors. The SSL certificate is signed by unknown certificate authority. Okay, I can do that as a self-signed. If we ask this to Croc, he can help us create a self-signed certificate, probably. The error means that the machine is rejecting the connection because SSL certificate on the client one is not trusted. Self-signed or signed, non-trusted certificate CA. The SSL, okay, solution 1, cert. Get child item local machine, this, export certificate, cert, file path, temp, certificate. Client, open the machine, import certificate. Root. Okay, easy. Let's see, import and export it again. I'm gonna do this in here, a new file. Yeah, and let's do this export. It has exported the certificate file under ctemp of this machine. There you go. And this is not signed, right? Not trusted. So we might have to do something to do that. Let's see what it says. Import certificate file path, certificate local machine root, client.cert, output to machine, import the certificate. So we have to go to, okay, but I don't know, path to the client cert. Okay, so go here and do this and then do this. Right, so that's it, and let's import this into the location. Right, now we do that command, which one it is, this one. Okay, now successfully done, right? So this additional step we need to do here in order to trust that certificate. So let's do this also into our notes, and the certificate needs to be trusted, self-signed, right? So the command what we did is export the command, and then export the certs and import, export it. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it from here, export it, and then running the import command and importing it. This is a command, right? Fine, that is done, and this is the command to test it. Okay, and after testing it once again, we should see the output, right? So let me put that output. Where is that output? It's down there. Okay, okay, this is done. Now let's get back to the article. Tell him that we are done with the same thing on Windows. Yeah, see the same command, test WSN man computer. We can check the connection. Okay, we can check the connection using test wsman. If the connection is successful, then the command will return the version details, which is what we see here, right? So we got that command from grok. Basically we grokked it we GPT, we used chat GPT, yeah, not the grok. So then we were able to test it and all that, and then we posted some error. It didn't help, and then we did the trusted, and then this is this and this is that. I don't know, I jumped into that WinRM listener, firewall, find test, WSMan client, and then broke down import certificate, and now test WSMan again. Okay, WSMan we did fine. We are done with that step. Let's get back to the article. Okay, after this, what are we gonna do? Lateral movement locally. Since the service is active now, let's see WinRM service here. We didn't check that, right? We didn't even restart the service and all that. We didn't do this. We do this, yes. We do restart WinRM service, okay, and then we do get WinRM status. Okay, it's running, warning the service windows wanting to stop, fine. But yeah, it's running, or I don't know, it didn't restart properly, what. Let me do this for this force command. Okay, done. Net local group, we need to do that again in this one. Done successfully, and let's verify if it has been a part of that group or not. Okay, I don't think so. It will show me here. Let's do it from here, users. Let's go do this way, MMC, yes. and then you can add the snipping or snippets, local user group, add. You can also add a remote computer here, right? This is a very handy tool as a administrator. So you should keep a watch on it. Member of remote local management group, that is done. So this tool here, you can add, say like if you have a remote computer here, right, and you want to check the services of that remote computer, select services, go here and type in the IP address like DC1, the host name, finish, add, okay, and then this will allow you to connect to your remote computer services, registry, event viewer, whatever you name it. It will connect you in there. So see this. So we now connected to, okay, access denied for some reason, but yeah, you need to have a system account permission for that. But anyways, so this is a very handy tool. You can check resources, you can check the local user groups of other machines and so on. So let's see if I can see it for DC1. Finish, unable to access DC1, so we don't have access to it yet. Fine, that's okay. But yeah, next step is let's close this. No, the command didn't work, so probably that command is for Active Directory server, or for the server, not for the client, because in client we are storing it into local users and group. So we can ask GPT to create a new one. Redo this command for Windows 10. It's a different command for Windows 10, definitely. For Windows 10, you're gonna do this user, yeah, get local user and all that object name. So this you can do it here. This one. First run this, store the variable administrator into variable user, and then run this, and then you should see something like that. I need to specify local user group member. Group administrator was not found. Not administrator. It's get local user. Will it written? Yeah, administrator, right? Built-in account. And then what does this do? A member of what group? Name. What is that? Local. Oh, it's remote. Remote management user group. Yeah, there it is. So we got that. So probably I might have to do this select object name. Does it say this? Where did I run that command? Here. Yeah, or just do this name. So who am I groups? Who am I groups? If you just want to see all the groups, who am I groups? Ah, this command is also good. Save it here. Who am I groups? Okay. Who am I is the command to know which user. Who am I? Administrator. Scroll1 is not into the administrator, but the administrator is the built-in administrator group. Maybe I'll have to add my built-in administrator in there, like the Scroll1 group. Scroll1 user to the remote admin group. Where is the command to add it? Net local group remote management add administrator. Scroll one. We do scroll one. Crap. Stop it. This happens, yeah. So you need to be very careful. Command runs successfully, and then if I do this, and then you should see remote management group. भैया किधर है भाई? स्क्रॉल वन आ रहा है कि नहीं? उसमें नहीं आ रहा. मैन्युअली देखेगा भाई. सर्टिफिकेट को बंद कर दो भाई. MMC. Yeah, we are used to this extra step usually, but yeah, this helps us to, yeah, it's already added. Fine. Now we move to another one. Let's do this. So we did lateral movement. We need to do, since the service is active, we can now try different ways to move internally, right? Okay, fine, whatever it is. And then assume that we already have obtained the initial access in the system as a user. Now we can try to move laterally. So connecting the server using enter PS sessions can be used to connect to the remote server using the computer name parameter, which is the machine we want to connect, and credential as the account name, which is trusted for remote connection. Once the connection is maintained, we can run the system command. Okay, are we running this on the Windows machine? Yeah. 170 is which machine though? Is a, okay, it's a Windows client. Have you mentioned here? It's a server. Okay, 70 is the server, 141 is the, no, what is the IP for this one? I don't know. 70 is for server. 3170 is the Windows Server 2019. So we need to run it on Windows Server 2019. Right? Let's go to Server 2019. Yeah, we need to do that trust certificate here as well, because if I run this command, it won't run. Oh, it ran. Okay, I already did that. I don't know how I did, but when I did it. But yeah, fine. This is added here. Okay. After this, we're gonna do this lateral movement. Man, right? Okay, what does it do? Enter PS session. Okay, computer name. I know the computer name. It's in DC1. I can do it like this: hyphen credentials, administrator. Right, and let's run this. And then give the password. And then do session. Come on, man. System info. We got it. You see, it's a DC1 server, which is our domain controller server. So luckily I had one domain admin account. So now from here, we should be able to run those commands to take the shell of the client machine using admin account, and I can just type it in here as administrator, and then the password is 123. There you go. So So I was able to run the command now since it required an admin account. I have another admin account as well, scroll one. That's another one. It okay, this one is not working. Fine, this should work. Yeah, this is working. So I can see the IP address of my client machine. I can execute the command remotely. So exercise number 2 is also done. 1 is done, right? And let's jump on to exercise number 3, connecting using PowerShell, right? So where is the command? WinRM takes time. So invoke command, right? Invoke command is the is to invoke a command on a remote computer. 45 no 44. I'm on client right now. Yeah, I'm on 45. Credentials, and then we give them station, administrator, authentication, negotiate, port 5985, and then script block, and inside this we execute the script. So ipconfig /home. There you go. On the client computer, I'm able to invoke command remotely, right? So it worked from the client to server. Exercise number 3 is working. What is next? We can also create an object as credential which will take the pass and argument to the create secure string. We need to give as plain text and force parameters, otherwise it will give an error. The created pass string can be passed as a variable in the credential object, creating a system management automatic namespace using PS credential class. Pretty heavy, man. What's this? Let's find out. Copy the string. It will be on the same thing. So convert securing string. So the password is getting stored into the variable called pass here, right? And it's gonna hash it, I believe. Let's see. And place plain text force. Let's see what it stores. Yeah, we just run this one and call that a variable. Okay, system secure string. Very good. Now what is this credentials? Now we will okay, now what this is gonna do, let's see. Okay, okay, very good. So it has now embedded our password into this, and this will allow us to invoke the command further. We are just passing the credentials here. There you go. And it should, ask us for IP. It should run the. Oh, I gave the wrong IP address. Sorry. Mine is 1.44. Yeah, running it on server, right? So it should give me the IP address. Amazing. This is a good one. I didn't knew this, but yeah, good technique to securely pass your credentials rather than putting it in the plain text. But yeah, we're still putting it. Exercise 4. Lateral movement remotely. What does this? I don't know. But let's see. Scanning, connecting with WinRM service remotely. Okay, now comes the Kali Baba. Kali Baba. भाई Kali Baba भी जाना पड़ेगा. WinRM service remotely. First, we need to perform the enumeration. It can be seen that the port 598. Something wrong with my other Kali machine. Now I can see that it shows us that it's supported, right? But the explanation from here, what does that mean? The Nmap scan results filtered states that the port 500 TCP indicates that Nmap was unable to determine whether the ports are open or closed. This typically means that something is blocked in Nmap probing from the reaching the ports or preventing the clear response from the target systems here. So definitely there was some communication issue from here to probably they are into a different domain altogether. I need to add the tunneling between this VM and that VM, and probably, yeah, so I didn't notice that. Anyway, so that was the thing. But yeah, that was my configuration issue. Anyways, what is the URL streaming key? Open settings and enter the URL and stream key in the stream tab. I'm not doing a streaming here, I'm just recording a video. Anyways, so now let's see. We did the MSF console. Now we scanner, we did WinRM login. We'll use another scanner, use auxiliary scanner WinRM login, right? And now we do set our HOSTS host 192.168.1.44, and then set user. You can see it here, options, and then you can see what all things you need to set in here. So you set the R host, you need to set the user, and so on, and the password. And password here. Set user file as well. Oh, we need to create a user file and user password. Okay, I need to duplicate the session. Can I do the duplicate? Yeah, but I need to do SSH Kali02 and 1.7. And then I need to do what? Create a username, password, EIR, WinRM resources, cd WinRM resources, touch users.text and touch pass.text. So now the brute force on WinRM can also be performed to enumerate the successful credentials. Here we are using auxiliary scanner WinRM login inside the Metasploit module. Here we are keeping our domain as a default, that is workstation. We can specify the username, user file and password in the password file. So I need to update that. Echo or maybe nano users, because I need to put some more users. Admin, PA admin, hello admin, administrator, scroll one. Yeah, let's confuse this one. Nano pass.text and then pass at 123, password at 123, hello at 123, welcome at 123, 123, 234. Right, that's done. And now we go back to this and give the path to load that file. Users file, but how do I load? Do I have to give the path? How do this know that where is the file? Let's test it. So file, users file, the file containing user password separated by space, 1 pair per line. Okay, that's how it will know where is my username and password. Okay. Set user underscore file users.text, right? Set pass underscore file pass dot text. So we have now given the pass.text, and where is the user file, user pass file, username, user underscore file, where did it go? Yeah, there it is, user.text. Domain is workstation, account, username. Okay, it's gonna bring up the username from that thing, right? And then password will be NA. Set password NA. Options, where is the password? NA. No, a specific password to authenticate. So these are the required fields. So you might ask the question, how do I know which fields we have to fill in here? So they have mentioned here required field. Yes. If you see here, password was yes. No, password is always no. So not required. We don't have to specify it then. Okay. Now run. What do we found? Plus star. Something is here, right? Session 1 is opened and session 1 is open. Here is the administrator and the password for our session. Administrator. Okay, I entered it twice, so it opened two this thing sessions. Login failed. Fine, but login successful here. So I can do shell or sessions, and then we can do the first one. Unknown command. Sessions 1. Who am I? IP, host name, DC1, right? We are into it. That's it. So this exercise is done remotely. We can do it. Now, password spray using NXC. This is very important, man. NXC, I've heard this a lot. So now get out of this. Exit -y. That's it. Clear. NXC WinRM 192.168.1.44 -u users.txt. It is on my desktop actually. Home Kali02 desktop WinRM and users.txt -p desktop WinRM and pass.txt. NXC is doing what? See, pond administrator and password. Here it is. So it found that for DC1. Once the valid username password is obtained, we can log in onto the machine remotely. Evil WinRM. See. WinRM. Evil WinRM. WinRM -I 192.168.1.44 -u administrator -p password. Evil. Okay, it's evil. Even not even. Evil WinRM. We are logged in. So this is also working, right? ls or dir cd .cd dir. Here is a user on my Windows machine. Anyways, we can also directly run the commands by giving X flag using an XC after the valid credentials found. Amazing. So let's go back, exit, and then we run the same command again for an XC, and then pass the argument -x and then ipconfig. So once it finds the username, it runs the ipconfig. Amazing, that is good. Okay, exploiting WinRM using Metasploit. A lot of Metasploits are used here. MSF console, right? Use auxiliary scanner, WinRM, CMD. I need to create multiple sessions with these Metasploit running and all that. It takes time to launch it all the time, right? So rather I would like to keep it launched. Good idea. I can barely see it. Okay. The mic should come from this side. Some reason it's not properly doing it. How if I do it like this? Yeah, this is good. This is a good position of that mic. At least I can see something on the screen. Otherwise the mic is in front of my face and I could not see anything. Yeah, let's do MSF console. Use, shall I clear this? Going on the top. Use auxiliary scanner WinRM CMD, right? And then let's do what we need to set. Set cmd ip config, and then why didn't show the options? Oh, it's with S. Okay, so we need to set cmd ip config, we need to set the domain workstation, set our host, and set username. Password not required. So we're gonna do set our HOS host 192.168.1.44, and then set username as administrator, and then set password. I don't know why we are setting passwords. It didn't set, but we are still setting it. Let's see. After this, simply run. Go up, run. Okay, what happened? What just did? Okay, so here it ran the command ipconfig, and results are stored into this file. So if I go to this file, cd root .msf, and then loot folder ls cat 20, this file, this huge file. Yeah, so results are stored in that file. Okay, we can also take a metapreter sessions. One, we have the valid once we have the valid credentials. The exploit Windows WinRM WinScript exec can be used to execute the script. And this exploit automatically tries to perform privilege escalation by migrating to a system level process. So let's use exploit. Windows WinRM exec. You know that you can search for the exploit like this. Search exploit Windows WinRM, right? So here, this one we are running. So you can do like this. Use one. Okay. Why it picked up this, right? Yeah, pretty smart it is. Set show options. So we need to set our host. I always say no, but we need to still set it. Username we need to not set, but we need to set it. And then we need to set the local host. It's already picked up, fine, so we don't have to set it. Set our hosts host 192.168.1.44, and then set username administrator, and then set password. You've got the password many times, and run. Now what it is gonna do, you selected X as a target, trying to run the compact mode, attempting to execute the script, sending trying to svc host, could not migrate the service. Oh, we got something. Session 1 open. Sessions, we have 1 sessions. Uploading PowerShell post. No, but what happened? Something it did. Processing, uploading PowerShell script. Here it has uploaded a PowerShell script. App data local temp. This may take a few minutes. Attempting to execute the script, and then it did 192.168.1. I should have got the session back, right? So what is this now? Trying to metapreter session 1 opened, right? Metapreter use sessions options or sessions ID. Session 1 is already active, interactive. ls. Okay, Who am I? Dir cmd. Who am I? No, what command I need to run here? Sysinfo. Okay, system info. The WMI query language is a specialized subset of SQL structured language designed for querying data within the Windows Management Infrastructure WMI framework. Once the valid credentials, it's here actually, let me show you what is that. So this there's also an application called WMI Explorer, right? So if we use that, you can see what we can do using the WMI, right? So we can query and create a lot of when you actually write programs in Microsoft Windows, they heavily use this. So you can query and create like a lot of things out of it, which works on Windows and all that, right? WMI Explorer. It's a very nice tool. I believe it's a Microsoft tool. You can download it from the Microsoft website. It's a sys internal tools. WMI Explorer. Where do I download it? Wait. To script the script for application for WMI developers don't need to download or install specific software. WMI for more downloads. No, I need the WMI Explorer application. Let's see where it is. We can script WMI. You can download the tool. Codeplex not there. Or let's download it from these blipping computers. I don't trust them though. Yeah, he got it on GitHub. Is there an executable here? WMI Explorer. There's no executable file. Sys internals में होता है basically. AD explorers are there. WMI not able to find. Yeah, they might have retired this application. It was long back. I was using it. Windows WMI Explorer details for SCCM weekend script. Okay, what is WMI Explorer 2014? Man, it's pretty old. फ्लिपिंग कंप्यूटर से ही मानना पड़ेगा अभी जो ये इसके पास में दिखा रहा है भाई. बता रहा तो है भाई डाउनलोड होगा करके. देखते होगा क्या नहीं देखते. नहीं होगा ना. हो गया भाई. WMI Explorer. It's a standalone tool basically. I remember. You just extract it and put it into your some drive. और मैंने तो सब बंद करके रखा है भाई. फायरवॉल बंद, सब बंद. खपाखप घुसेगा वायरस. Yeah, see this is the tool. And then you put the computer name here. So which one it is? Client one. And then it connects, and then you can create a path, understand the hierarchies, and it will enumerate and it will show you where to query, how to form a query and query those things. Like this, I was recently using it in Grafana. So they use the matrix, and if you want to create a query to find out how much is the disk space and all that, so similar thing is there. And it retrieves and connects and executes, and it can form a query here. You can create a form a query, run a query. It travels through that and gives you the information. So that is WMI Explorer, right? So I just wanted to show you that. Anyways, let's get back to the exercise. In Metapreter, what we are going to do now is WMI query language. Yeah, like I showed you, there is you can create a query. It's similar to SQL, but it's not exactly like SQL. And then you can query the WMI functionalities, the stack and all that. Let me close the browser. So here, this is the query. Select star from header, from this, and then it will show you the results here. And then we create a filters here, and the query can be run here as well. Scripting can be done here. VB script, PowerShell script, and logging and everything. It's like an IDE. This tool is very nice. WMI Explorer 2.0. Right, you can execute the query here, and then you'll see the results here. Execute, list view, or data grid view, and stuff like that. A lot of things can be done here, but you need to understand a lot of things here. AppV, like you have installed any hardware. Computer system accounts. Let's run this query. Execute. No results. Yeah, it's been a long time I've not used it, but yeah, it should be there. Something like that. And here we can give the name, status from the Win32 service. Auxiliary, let's use this fastly. Use auxiliary. Okay, do I have to get out of the Metapreter? Yeah. Exit. Use auxiliary. Scanner, WinRM, WQL, Windows Query Language, or WMI Query Language. Set our host 192.168.1.44, and then set username as administrator. set password as I need to get some more. Okay, so what happened is we got the name of the service and the status of the service, and by using the WMI query language. This is the name, this is the status, this is what we specified as the column from Win32 service. So I think we should be able to get the same thing from here. If we find that path, or if we do the query here, select, let's do it here, select name comma status from Win32 underscore service. I don't have to execute this Win32 service, or select star from Win32 service. Requiring fine. I need to clear that. How do I do that? Refresh class. Where is that service thing? Let me ask Rock. How can I query and get services using WMI Explorer 2.0? Example query I ran is okay, here it is. Into this Win32 service, Win32 class, Win32 service. Okay, alphabetically we need to go down. Service, here it is. Enumerating instance from Win32 service, execute. There you go. So now you can see all the services here. A name, and then we can do the SQL query like this. Oh भाई साहब इधर आ जाओ भाई, इधर आ जाओ, किधर गया भाई, इधर है, इसको कॉपी करो, इधर डाल दो, enter, execute. There you go. Same results what we got from there, and the same thing what we got there in this one, right? So you can do it on anything. Local computer I did because it will be faster, so I did it on local computer. So this is how you can also create a tools in Microsoft, and like customize tools and so on.